Hey guys, Janelle here from JanelleEmma.com. On my last video on Monday, we spoke about how to get out of that rut or how to, overcome obstacles. And I really spoke about how it's more of a mindset thing that really puts us into that rut, or, the way that we speak to ourselves, that self-talk, and the way that we deal with situations when they arise is all to do with our personal development and our mindset and what we tell ourselves. And today I wanted to go through 5 different ways that you can overcome those obstacles. There's certain obstacles that can hold us back in our business. And these ones I find, I just picked 5 out of some of the ones that I find for myself. And I find that these are really important that we use these to learn from. Like I said in my last video, you want to learn from your mistakes or learn from the obstacles and then move forward with that and teach others how to use that within their business for better results as well. And I just want to go through those 5 here with you. Number 1 is your lack of belief in you. Now, our belief system is such a big part of our business. Our mindset, what we tell ourselves, our self-talk is obviously one of the biggest things, and small improvements on yourself over time is what can really help your business to, keep that momentum going. You don't want to lose momentum. Obviously, it's much harder to gain momentum again than to just keep it going in small increments. So, get out of your own way and try and think of ways that you can really look at how you can believe in yourself more, how you can build your own confidence, build your posture, and build your own influence among the community that you or the profession that you have within network marketing. We want to have good posture in everything that we do, and we want to have that confidence in ourselves. And if we have lack of belief, we're not going to get there. We have to be working on ourselves and our personal growth all the time so we can grow more as a person to help grow our business. Our business won't grow unless we grow as a person. And, I look at the fact that, my mindset at the moment is at the rank that I'm at in the company. But if I want to get to the next rank or the next 2 ranks, I need to change my mindset to be more in tune with those ranks. So more personal growth needs to happen, more personal development needs to be put in place for me to get there, to get to those ranks as myself, and getting out of my own way, knowing that what I have to help and serve others is much more powerful than worrying about my own struggles or my own insecurities is obviously going to help my business a lot more. Number 2 is to become a people person. You've got to learn to love people. We're in a people business. We're in a networking business. We've got to love people. We've got to really be in tune with how we speak to people. And I really feel that we need to be out there learning strategies of how to talk to people, how to resolve concerns, how to follow up with people, what words to say, or a big one is what questions to ask when someone gives you, asks you questions, or if they're looking into our opportunity, what questions are you going to ask them that might spark something in their mind about the business, something that you want to keep the conversation going. So obviously, the more questions you ask, the better it is. The more you're going to find out about the person. And the more you like people, the more that you really, learn to love people and learn to love that this is a part of network marketing, is to network with people and be a people person, the more your business will grow naturally, because if you're out there just wanting to make friends and connections and collaborate with people without having that, that side influence or idea that I need to talk to this person so I can get them into my business. Instead of having that mindset, have the mindset of I just want to go out and make more friends today. And liking people, having that like for people is really going to change that for you and help you within your business. Number 3 is to focus on the solutions and not the problems. Stop focusing on the issues. I'm someone I'm very hard on myself. I focus on a lot of issues that I've got going on. I may say to myself, I'll be really hard on myself and say something like, why did that have to happen today? Why couldn't I tick everything off on my to-do list today? And I start to get down about that. But we need to flip that around and go, okay, we didn't get that done today, but we can get it done tomorrow, so put it on tomorrow's to-do list. And, just little things like that can really help with the way that you take the power back in focusing on solutions instead of on that problem. And that's only going to bring you down. That's what drops momentum, is focusing on the problem. The more you want to focus on the negative, the more negative you're going to attract into your day and into your life and into your business as well. So focus on the solutions and how you can find ways to get through whatever it is, whatever obstacle or challenge it is that you're going through. 4 is obviously to control your emotions. We don't want our emotions to weigh us down. So, if you're focusing on those problems, times, as I said in the last step, you're going to be weighing yourself down. That's like, as I said, you're losing momentum. You start to attract more negative vibes. And you don't want to do things like start to blame people for if something's not going right. You don't want to blame other people. You don't want to be putting the blame on anyone in your team or anyone in your life, or on putting the blame on the kids or the fact that you've got housework to do and all that sort of stuff. We want to be, focus on controlling our emotions and really setting ourselves that goal, that, that self-talk to ourselves that, okay, whatever happened, happened. Now let's look at something else we can move forward with. And the way you control that, instead of getting anxious or angry, why not say, look at the positive and look at the way that you can, build on something else that can turn into a positive, or look at the positive of what happened as something you've learned from. And then you can teach that to other people as well. So also, in our business, it can be really hard to try and stay in that persistent, consistent mode, and so if you do need a break, if you feel your emotions are taking over or you're getting quite sensitive or run down, take a break and go see a friend for a coffee, or go and talk to someone that you find as a mentor in your business, that you really find is someone who you like to deal with or talk to the most, someone that you can share your thoughts with, and go and talk to them. Get out of that work mode and take yourself away from your desk or your computer or whatever it is that you're in front of, or your phone, to just open up about those emotions and make sure that you're letting them out and not bottle them up, because then if you could break yourself if you let those emotions get to the point where you hide it, and then all of a sudden you do a big crash and burn. That's not going to help your business either. So obviously, making sure that you control those emotions and get yourself into that state where you go, okay, this is not working. I'm feeling really anxious or angry or upset or something. I need to walk away from this and go do something else. Make sure that you do that for yourself and you have that self-care. And you'll find that having that 10 or 15 minutes away, or that half an hour away having a coffee with a friend, is going to set you back in the motion when you go back into your work mode. Now, the last one there is number 5, is get perspective and have a plan in place. So we want to set ourselves goals, or we want to set ourselves intentions within not only our day, but our weeks and our months and the year as well. And so, have some perspective on that and have a plan for your business. If you don't have a plan, that's going to bring obstacles for you later on, because the plan is what creates that focus for you and that drive forward and that motivation. If you've written down a few goals or some things you want to achieve, or you've got some intentions there of what you want to do in the weeks and the months and the year, of course you've got more focus. Your perspective is far better, because you've got that journey or that focus to look forward to. So obviously, writing yourself goals, go and set yourself some goals, and your team as well. Get them to set themselves some goals for not only for the week, but for the month, and for 3 months and 6 months, and for the year, and all that sort of thing as well. And setting those intentions can really help to keep the team focused and to keep them motivated. And the more concrete our goals and our visions are, the more we have that mapped out and laid out in our mind. And if we even have it, as a visual, like a vision board, or as a goal setting book that we have, that's a really special book that's for our journaling and our goals and that sort of stuff, obviously that's going to give you more perspective. You're going to have more perspective in your business and more of a focus of where you need to be going. And if you go off track, you know where you need to go back to. You can think to yourself, okay, I've been off track for the last week because my kids have been sick or something like that. But I know where I need to start back on, because here's my goal and this is what I'm going to do. So look at ways to move forward, and look at ways of how you can put some actions in place. I like to do this with my team on what we call power Zooms. So we do Zoom meetings, or we get together face to face and just set ourselves some goals and make ourselves accountable to each other for what it is that we're doing within our business. We can't avoid obstacles and challenges in our business. That's part of what this is about for network marketing. You cannot avoid that. It's something that instead of trying to avoid them, learn how to get through them. Learn how to get through these obstacles and to put more of a perspective and focus into your business. And that way you'll know how to get through obstacles, and you'll learn how to overcome objections and challenges and things like that as well. So And as I said before, you don't want to lose momentum. So the biggest thing there is the more you can overcome obstacles by knowing how to deal with them when they happen, the more you can move on to the next task and not lose that momentum, because you're losing momentum is far harder for our business than if you just keep it going in small little traction. Traction here and there every single day, keeping it consistent, having traction every day is far better. Even if it's really small, traction for ourselves, it's really small, persistent efforts for ourselves that we're doing. That's far better than trying to do these big bursts of something in a month and then the next 3 months do nothing. So I hope you got value from that today, guys. Please like or comment this if it was of value to you. I'd love for you to share this with your team as well if you think that they may get value from this. And I'll see you all on the next video. See ya.